Hi, welcome back. Hi guys, it's TRADEWITHWORLDBANK here again. It's another YouTube video today. I really want to say a big thank you for those that have been posting and reposting the video and then recommending the channel to other friends. I really appreciate. So in this new video today, we're going to be talking about Confluence and other blocks. Once you are trading other blocks, you want to add more spice to your analysis, you want to add more confirmations to your analysis, you want to have more reasons to enter a buy or having more reasons to take a sell. So I came up with uh two different confirmations or confluence here you can use to enter trades and then use it to spice up your charts and then use it to take more confirmations and entries. Yeah, the first one is going to be trend lines. Okay, when you are trying to trade, okay, let's go to USD When you're trying to trade other block or smart money concepts, you can actually make use of the trend lines to complete whichever analysis you are making. Okay, now let's go to these charts here. As you can see, if you have drawn a trend line there, it will have added to more of your confluence, and you can see just following structure using this trend line, you'll have gotten more confluence and more confirmation in entering first analysis here. The analysis will be here. You can see that we have this beautiful break of structure here, and then this was the other block that formed before the break of structure, as you can see clearly. And yeah, okay, that's that. See how the trend line gave us more confluence and more additional confirmation towards to take the sell trade. Same thing happened here also, following structure, downtrend, just drawing or adding up a trend line from there, and see how perfect it was even after drawing everything we need, other blocks and everything. Then okay, you can see, okay, after I've drawn my other block, I want to add trend lines. Or before you draw your other blocks, you want to what? You want to first of all draw trend lines. I'm not really a fan of trend line, but I'm only using trend lines to act as confluence for newbies. Some people are always confused that, okay, let's say I have different other blocks, a lot of other blocks right now. Okay, you can see this one would have acted as confluence here, but it didn't hold. I was also a victim of this. I was trying to look for a sell here, but trade management got me because I didn't reach this old 7.1 pips. My stop loss initially was around 1 pips because markets actually went in my direction for a small time, and then I was trading my stop loss. That's what we call trade management. You must know how to manage your trades very well before the market takes you out. And you don't have to trade based on emotions, because once you started trading your stop loss, things start coming to your mind that, oh, if it is my stop loss and then go in my direction, what will happen? But what if it is your stop loss and go against your direction? Then at that point you'll be safe. Don't always think about the profits. The profits always come. Think about how you can protect and manage your risk. All right, how you can protect your capital and then manage your risk. Now you could have used the trend line confluence here. Very beautiful. Now, as I was saying before, trend line confluence is always very good in spotting other blocks, because sometimes, let's say you have a beautiful trend line there like that, okay? And now, let's say you have the market was still somewhere up here, and then you still have another block here, and sometimes you always see different other blocks. You also have another block here, and but by looking at this trend line, you can see that, okay, since I want to be trading with this structure and then this trend line, you should know that, okay, any other block below this trend line is what I'll be using. So you might just delete that. Okay, I won't be using this other block here, and I won't be using this other block there. Though there's no other block there, but just using it as example. Okay, let's get to the real current market price now. Now that we've drawn all the other blocks or demand and supply zones we have here, you can use trend line to spice everything up. Okay, you draw trend line from swing low to swing high. For those that don't know how to use trend line, but I believe most people should know how to use trend lines here. I really don't use trend lines, so this means anything you are learning here, you have to backtest it very well. You have to use it on your own and then develop a strategy around it, know how it's going to work for you or know how it's going to work against you. Now that we've drawn our trend lines here beautifully, we should know that, okay, the touch on the trend line can be here, right? So, and there's another block at this point, so which is very, very beautiful. You can use the other block as what? Liquidity grab. You know, since there's going to be something like this here, you should know that, okay, the third touch is, hey, sorry about that. You should know that the third touch is going to be, third touch is going to be somewhere here, and fortunately, unfortunately, there might be liquidity grab, and then there's other block below the liquidity, which is very, very reasonable to take what? To take the buy. Okay, now let's move to another pair. I just like, okay, I just made this video because some people are still confused, like, oh, which type of order blocks do I use? Whatever. So let's say we have AUD USD here. Let's use this one. I don't really like this trend line though. And you should know that whenever you are entering the market, you should always use confirmations before entering. You can see this was third touch of the trend line. On third touch, there was another block that was formed beautifully, and boom. But there wasn't confirmation here. So where I'm going is this place. Yeah, you can see. First touch, second touch, and then the third touch. And there was another block here. Yeah. So those are ways to spot other blocks easily after drawing your trend line or before drawing your trend line. You can use it whichever way you want. Then you look for your entry confirmation on the smaller time frames, the 5-minute time frame, 3-minute time frame, or the 1-minute time frame, whichever one is good with you. Now let's move to GBP JPY. Okay, this is GBP JPY. Let me go to the 5-minute time frame first of all, and you can see what I'm trying to explain here. There's another block here, and in process of mitigating the other block, market was giving us this sort of channel. You can see. Let's go to the 1 minute to see it clearly, and then it's mitigated the other block, touching the bottom of the channel trend line. You can see how we broke the trend line, retested it, and it's still moving up. But market is closed right now. Markets can open and then do any sort of thing. But at this point, you should be locking profit at this point already. So that is how to use trend line in Confluence with other blocks, just to spice up and then to give you more confirmations. Now I can see this market is stylishly trending to the upside. You can see how perfect those deliveries went. Touch. If you are drawn other block here, you should be waiting for it, but there was a mitigation here. And where did we have any other block mitigation again? Somewhere around this part, but this one didn't touch the trend line. Okay. Nothing really here. So that's another Confluence again on its own. First touch, second touch, and then third touch was what exactly on the other block zone. You have looked for your entries, either the 1 minute time frame, 3 minutes time frame, or the 5-minute time frame. But you know, in the mentorship group, well, we have 5 ways of entering this market, so you can just use any one you want if you're in the mentorship. And then if you're not in the mentorship, then you can still stick to the free content I gave you guys for entering the markets. I've checked the JPY. Okay, AUD card, UP AUD. Let's go to the back a little bit. Okay, I'm not really seeing anything, but let's check this. Yeah, so there is a fourth touch at this point. We should be expecting a fourth touch at this point. And yeah, and there's another block there. So let's still see what markets will do. Maybe to do some sort of movements like this into this zone, and then move up. We don't know yet, but let's still see. Now you've added what's more confluence to this position, that to this area, to this other block. That okay, nice. I want to you know, confirm that this place is going to hold. Now the second way to add confluence is using an indicator. Now this indicator, I think I like it better than trend lines, and I recommend it for newbies because most newbies are always confused that there's another block here, there's another block here, there's another block here, there's another block here, there's another block here. I don't know which other block to use. Okay, Now there's this indicator, but the only disadvantage is that I think you have to be paid. I think you have to pay for TradingView before you'll be able to use this indicator. But this is the name of the indicator: volume profile fixed range. So this is how to use the indicator. When you click on it, take the market away. So if the market is ranging to the upside, or trending to the upside, rather trending to the upside, you draw it from what, just like you draw your trend line, swing low to swing high. To the swing high, to the current market price. This is the swing high here. Yes. So automatically it will show you where there's a lot of volume, where there's a lot of what orders. You can see, from what you can see here, there's a lot of volume on this zone. You can see this red line. So there's a lot of, it means there's a lot of volume or orders at this point. So you can just draw a beautiful line there. And fortunately, we have an order block there. So there's high probability and high chance that what this order block is going to hold. You can see what I just explained right now. So it's even better than other blocks. It's better than it's better than trend lines. When you just draw it from swing low to swing high, then it will show you exactly where there's a lot of what pressure. And you know, when you are trading smart money, you mark other blocks as an area of what, as an area whereby the market pumped a lot of money for a break of structure to happen, and they were expecting for markets to come back to mitigate where there's a lot of money that has not been mitigated yet, to mitigate it and then continue moving in the desired direction to areas of liquidity like this. Now you can see this is nice. Okay, now let's check. I don't like the way market is not open, but let's go to another zone again. So what market is this? Is it ranging or trending, uptrend or downtrend? Okay, if we say this is a downtrend, there's no swing low. Okay, but let's use this uptrend. Let's use this uptrend here, so to cover everything. Now let's go to the volume, whatever, and then draw it from swing low to the swing high. Now let's see where there's a lot of money. You can see now there's a lot of volume at this point, and then we have a beautiful order block that we've drawn at that point. So this is more Confluence that, okay, now this volume indicator is telling me that, okay, there's a lot of volume here, and then when market gets here, there's a lot of on left orders that needs to be mitigated. Then let's delete. Okay, let's go to card CHF. But the thing is that if you are very, very used to smart money, you can see even without drawing any indicator, I can say this is a good order block zone because of this imbalance, liquidity grab of the previous candle and break of structure. You can see even without drawing any indicator, you can see everything with your eyes because you have been used to drawing other blocks. Okay, and this AUD USD, so same thing for AUD USD. I didn't use the volume profile indicator before. I just drew out my other block zone, and then everything is fine. Okay, let's go to card CHF where I have random other blocks also. Okay, let's track from this swing high to this swing low. Volume fixed profile range, and okay, let's see. Okay, now we have a lot of volume here. None of these other blocks add a lot of volume, but still you can see this other block here got mitigated and then give us delivery of price. So that's why I really don't like indicators, because sometimes it might work, sometimes it might not work. You can see we have this other block here and then it's mitigated, but if you are drawing your other block and they are using this for Confluence, you might not really want to use this other block because there's no volume indication there. All right, let me delete the tool again. Okay, there's a lot of volume here, as you can see, meaning that there's a lot of buy here, but currently there's no movement to the upside. Maybe on Monday we'll get massive move to the upside, but I don't know why there's an indication there. Okay, let's redraw it from this place to this place. Okay, it's still showing me that there's a lot of volume here, whereas the volume was here. Okay, that's to tell you that no indicator is 100%, but to aid Confluence is very, very good. Okay, now this is moving in an upward trend. Let's draw this volume profile fixed range. So we draw it from the swing low to the swing high. Let's see. okay, there's a lot of volume here, you can see, and then I've drawn my other block there already. Even without using the indicator, you can see that it is telling me what to do now. This is a very, very good zone. Then I can say, okay, let me delete this zone. Okay, I had drawn my other block there before, but let me just delete that since there's more confluence here. Now you can see how you can uh take away, or should I say clean up your chart, and then clean up other blocks that you feel might not work. You can see since I've gotten this here, but I drew another block here earlier, and then you can see how I filtered out the other block with the use of this indicator telling me that okay, there's a lot of volume here, then this is what I need. Okay, now let's go to GBP Okay, let me delete this trend line that I was using to explain before. Now let's, okay, this one has mitigated already. You can see this one has mitigated. Let's see if the indicator tells us that there was a lot of volume here. Let's check it out. And from swing low, where is the swing low? There's a swing. We'll check the swing low, and then we'll check the swing low. See which one will show us. Okay, from there to there. Okay, it's telling us that there's a lot of volume here, which is this other block I have drawn. Nice, and it has not been mitigated, so maybe we should be expecting mitigation at that point. And let me draw it from this swing low to this swing high. Okay, let's draw it again. Swing low, then swing high. Okay, it's still telling me that it's still that same zone that there's a lot of orders, then meaning markets might still come back to mitigate this point even after mitigating this one. Okay, now let's back test, okay, and see the other blocks that have held. Yeah, let's see the other blocks that has held, and let's see if this volume profile would have predicted well. So this is should we say, okay, if we were to use the indicator here, let's say the current market price was somewhere here, okay, I want to see where the indicator is. I'm trying to check for this, okay. Okay, telling me that there's a lot of volume here, which is not even in the zone of my other block, so I might just ignore it, and I'll see if this cell will hold. Let me draw it from this cell here to this point. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, it's showing me that this other block is what's very, very valid, and according to the analysis that we had and then how the markets played out, you can see what's happened. So you can use it as Confluence when trading to just spice up, and give you more confidence when you are taking trades. Let me delete the indicator because I don't really use it. Just that you need to pay for TradingView before you can access it. Okay, now let's check. Let's just keep back testing. So this other block worked here. This other block worked here. So assuming I was on the market at this point, I'll draw my range from there to here, to this low, or you can just stretch it to the current market price anyhow. Still the same thing. Okay. Okay, it's telling me that there's a lot of orders here, and this one has been mitigated already. So I was trying to check for this one, but it didn't give me indication there. Okay. What can we do again? Let's draw it from just to that point. Let's see. Okay, all these ones have been mitigated already, so this one didn't give me indication concerning this other block that was drawn here. Let's move to another pair. It's JPY. Let's try to back test. Okay, let's say the market was around here at that point. No, okay, let's try to this point. So assuming I had drawn my other block here, this is swing low to swing high, and then this swing high to swing low. So we're going to draw it across both sides. Swing high to swing low. Let's see. Okay, it's telling me that this other block I have drawn here, there's a lot of volume there, so it's very, very nice. And let's check again from this swing to this swing. Okay, almost the same thing, almost the same thing. So let's just follow this swing high to swing low because this is the current market price and that's what we want to follow. Now it's telling me that this other block I have drawn here, there's what's volume. There's a lot of volume there. So let's go back. Let's see. And there was a nice mitigation on the open of the other block, and as you can see, and then in the process of moving again, another block was created and then continued selling. Now this is a ranging market. This is a ranging market, and this was another block here. So let's see if we had a sorry. Okay, this is a ranging market, so you just draw it across the range here to the low. Yeah, so let's see. It's telling me that there's a lot of orders here. You can see there's a lot of orders here, but really there's no other block there at all. So at this point your Confluence might not give you confidence. But from what you can see here, it's telling me that there's a lot of Confluence here. There's a lot of orders here rather. Let's quickly check some crypto pairs. How many minutes are we now? We are just 21 minutes. Wow, I was planning on a 10 minutes video. What the fuck? Let's check crypto BTC USD. Okay, I have some markups here. I have this markup here. I have this markup here. So I want to filter all these other blocks. Now I have 3 other blocks and I don't know which one is going to hold. So let me use my beautiful indicator to add for Confluence to to help me to check, to help me to filter out everything. And it's telling me that there's a lot of volume here for sellers, which I really don't like because it's at the top. Okay, so what am I going to do now? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Let's move to another pair then. Okay, let's see. I have 3 other blocks drawn, swing low to swing high. It's telling me that there's order here at this point. There's a lot of volume there. But I really don't like this type of order blocks though, because this one has been mitigated already. So let's just ignore that. Okay. I think I can see something here. Just use this. Let's move to another pair. FTM, this one has touched my point of interest already, touched my POI, spiked up, and it's coming back to my point of interest. So it's no longer a point of interest. I don't want it anymore. I don't want to buy again from that point. Okay, let's see. We have different other blocks from here to here. Let's check from this string low to this string high. Okay, it's telling me there's a lot of orders here, which market is currently following. There's a lot of sellers at this point. So meaning that market might sell hard. But let's still see. That doesn't mean market is bearish. It just means there's a lot of volume. There's a lot of orders at that point. So ICP, I guess the same thing is going to happen here also, since crypto markets is just following each other. Okay, nice. This one is telling me that this other block I have drawn here, there's a lot of volume here. So let me delete this other block that I have. Beautiful. Then I'll be waiting for mitigation at this point. You can see how I'm using it to filter out other blocks and then leave only one single other block. Even though this one is there, but no, my Confluence is telling me that let me use this one alone. So I only said this is very good for newbies instead of trend lines, because it helps you to filter out other blocks whenever you have a lot of other blocks that you're like, okay, I have this other block, I have this other block, I have this other block, but I don't know which one is going to hold. We have this beautiful cell here. Let's see if from here to here, yeah, you can see it showed that this other block that you've drawn, there's a lot of volume around that zone, and then you can see the beautiful mitigation at that point. So at this point, I'm going to say it is left to you to backtest very well, backtest, know how to use this indicator very well, because it's not as if I knew about this indicator yesterday or today. I've known about it for a very long time, but I've been checking it for Confluence and it has been working. Then I said, okay, now that it's working, and then it means I have to make a video on this to you guys. So those of you that are battling with other blogs, don't know the right other blogs to use, I believe you should try out this tool. And then if you don't have paid TradingView, you can just try to save up a little bit, and then buy the subscription. The pro subscription is very, very useful. You understand? So at this point, I'm going to say, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment whatever you think, comment if it is working for you, comment if it's not working for you, comment if you have used it before, let me just know what you think, share this video, and lastly, subscribe to the channel. Peace, guys. I love you all.